All right, so hopefully when you did your math, these are what you got. So the 0 minus 3 gave me -3. 1 minus 3 gave me -2. 2 minus 3 gives me -1. So here are the points we are going to plot to graph this. Remember, it's x comma y, so you go left and right and then up and down. So let's graph -2, -4. Back 2, down 4. Over 0, down 3. Over 2, down 2. Over 4, down 1. Oops.
Which way is negative and which way is positive?
Negatives are this way and this way. So like this would be -1, +1, +1. Down here is -1. There we go. So we graphed that line, that equation. All right, then we need to talk about the special cases. Do we need more time on that? Okay, let's go on then. All right, so what I want you to write here is that if you have a y equals a number and there are no x's.
Are we drawing arrows?
Yes. If you see that a y equals just a number and you don't see like 3x plus 2, if there are no x's in the equation, then this is going to be a horizontal line. Because it doesn't cross the x-axis. It only crosses the y-axis. If there's only a y, it only crosses the y. So that should be at the bottom of your notes, right there. And since you can't see the copy very well, you can go ahead and darken that. And in the opposite case, if you only have an x equals the number, so like x equals 3, and they're saying graph this, you don't see any y's in the equation. This is going to be a vertical line. Because it only crosses the x-axis. And if you want to darken that line, notice how this is only hitting the x-axis. Okay, so that being said, what we're going to do is practice graphing some of these on the other sheet. It says graph y equals 4 and x equals -1.
Can we put this in my folder?
You can after we do this. You'll need these. Y equals 4, I believe. Yeah. Let's graph y equals 4 on this graph. On the first one. So we have no x's. That means this will never cross the x-axis, but it will cross the y-axis at 4. The y-axis is that yo-yo, so up and down. So it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 on the x-axis, the y-axis. And it's only gonna cross there. That means it can't ever tilt and cross the x-axis. So it has to be parallel to that x. It only crosses the y. Let's graph x equals -1 on this second. Now this only crosses the x-axis, which is this axis. And it's going to cross it at -1. Since there are no y's in my equation, it cannot cross the y-axis. So it will be parallel to the y.